Hi guys, I'm back, and today I'm going to be making a sword as part of the asset creation pack, not pack, as far as the asset creation playlist goes. So for today, I'm going to be making this sword. I'm going to try to put it on the screen so you can see it, see if you still want to follow along. So, first let's get started. I'm going to go into pressing T, I'm going to go into this creation panel. If you're using Blender 2.74, you should probably have, I think all the first players had that. Anyway, just place it out of the plane. What we're going to do from the start is that we're going to make the sword practically in 2D, and then we're going to build it in 3D. I'm going to show you how to do that. Make sure it's like sharp and see there's all the edges to it. So I'm going to be using a few different add-ons that you might need to follow along with. Mainly they're like loop cuts. I'll call them out if I use them. But so first, press tab and then go to edit mode. I use a pie menu as another user preference thing in the add-ons. And so I'm gonna go into right here, vertex mode. Yeah, I'm going to vertex mode, and then I'm gonna press S, and then I'm gonna press X, and I'm gonna squeeze the sword in a little bit. Of course, it's probably not in ratio because like my character's supposed to actually be like able to stand this grid, but I'm just gonna make it just for this tutorial. So squeeze it in to where it's kind of small, or you know what? Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. And then press S to Y, scale in a little bit here. Just make it a kind of a longer square, really. And then next, I'm going to extrude from this top edge right here. So press E to extrude in Blender. I'm just going to extrude all the way. Oh, and press Y when you're extruding. That way, alright, I'll show you. Delete that real quick. Alright, so press E to extrude it, and press Y to lock on the Y axis, just like that. And then extrude it out to, say, right here. Make a kind of a longer sword. And then take this edge on the other side, and extrude that one as well on the Y axis, but just do it just slightly. This is going to be the hilt, the grip of the sword. You can see how it's out of section off so far. And so this sword right here, actually, see, I'm gonna make it a little bit more fancy. I'm gonna freestyle this. I'm gonna make the sword into two parts. So I'm gonna lower this back down, and then so now you should have loop cuts in your add-ons. You should have loop cuts enabled, and to use that, press Control and press R, and just split it right down the middle, right? And then once you, this sword is gonna be asymmetrical, so I'm not gonna use any mirror modifiers or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is press Alt E, and you'll see extrude edges only, and then that did not do what I wanted to do. Okay. Alright, just press E. Normally that would have done something if it was in 3D, but it's just flat, it doesn't really do anything. So press E, and extrude individually. Extrude individually. And so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on both of the edges here, and then I'm going to kind of space them out a little bit. Yeah, so there's a little bit wide, has some width to it. And then I'm just gonna like do one side at a time. So this first one, I'm just gonna come up with like it's kind of a cooler design here. This I'm doing always this extruding. So it's, let's see, it's all extruding. So if you need to follow along, that's what I'm doing. And so I will move on the x-axis, drag it upward here. Maybe I'll bend it over a little bit. So just drag it out right there, and then take this other thing and kind of just create a design. So it's gonna be an interesting sword. And it looks kind of bad now, but it's just getting the shape out. It's gonna change up in a minute. So let me erase that. I'm gonna use this point right here. Actually, just change my mind. Use that point right there. Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing it like this. So I'm gonna drag this up here. I'm gonna take this part, make this even with this area arbitrarily. I'm not actually comparing. And then widen this up just slightly. I actually don't want it to be perfectly even. I want a slight difference in shape. And then drag this onto the top here. And so done even on shaping, that's good. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna press R to rotate it. I'm gonna rotate along the, let's see, I can't even see. Rotate along the What the hell? I don't even know what axis is. Should be Z. Yeah, there we go. Rotate on the Z axis. It looks weird in 2D. So R, then Z, and then just rotate along the Z axis to kind of bend it over like that. And then hike this up just a little bit. So you have that strange design so far. Next, I'm just extrude points out for the. No, let's sneeze. Just extrude points out for the hilt right here. So just here I'll show you. Press E, and then just right click. They're still there, but they're just hidden underneath what's it called. So what I normally do for this, when I want to extrude outward, I'm not using a mirror modifier. I usually just press X and then press X and then kind of just drag them out as if you were kind of going opposite direction. If you don't want to use a mirror modifier for the whole thing, it's a little quick workaround. Then I'm gonna add loop cut here. Control R. Then I'm gonna grab both these bottom edges, S and then X right there, and I'm gonna pull in a little bit. Of course, it's not gonna be that simple. That's a little thick, isn't it? Let me make this part a little bit skinnier. Yeah, I don't know how big your hand is, but anyway. Oh, just for game making purposes, that little small dot right there is the origin point for your individual objects inside of here. So I'm doing this for game development purposes. So if you do this for game development purposes and you want your character to hold the weapon, it would be convenient that you put the origin of the weapon right where the handle is going to be. So that way, when you do yeah, it's hard to describe. I would have to explain it in detail in the future, but basically, it'll make it easy for your character to actually hold the handle if the handle is on the origin point and not the middle part. So let's do it like that. There, let's make it a little skinnier because there we go. All right, so you have the little flat ends of the sword, right? So what you want to do now is actually make it 3D. So now I lied. I am going to use mirror modifier, except for I'm not going to do the typical XY axis. I'm just going to do a Z axis mirroring to add thickness to it. Since it's still in 2D, it's flat. You can't use this. So, select the whole mesh, and then disable clipping. Don't have clipping on. You need to raise up there, so you have it like that, towards the lifts off the ground. And since it's on the Z axis, you got the other side. I'm gonna click this right here so I can see geometry on the other side, because kind of just like to have that there. And then so what I like to do, I do this differently each time, but for this time I'm just going to select all the outer edge of the sword, the complete outer edge of the sword. So all the way around it, even the insides, all the way around it, just the whole outline of it, every single bit of it, all of it. See on this part, try not to miss parts like the small little hills and whatnot. What the hell is that? What is that? Hang on. That's strange. Oh, okay, no, okay. I was trying to figure out what that was. I was just, it was an inner vertice. No big deal. And I'm gonna come back to the hilt, but I usually like to make the hilt in the 3D space rather than having the flat plane. So when you get the whole area selected, press E to extrude, and then press Z to go on the Z axis, and then, oh snap. You want to go all the way down, but I forgot this edge right here. So Z, and go down just slightly. But from right here, press X, and just, S and super. And then, let's see. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, you gotta do, there's two methods you can do. You gotta do just S, or you can do Alt S. Which Alt S is also kind of scaling. It changes the thickness rather than just the scaling. So if you want even size, you would do that. So I'm gonna use Alt S. That was supposed to stick all the way around. Then so you have that right there, slightly let's call them enable the clipping. Select the whole mesh. Control G. Press regular G, and then press Z. And then clip it together. Once they're touching, they're stuck together. Then when you try to move it, it's stuck together, which is what you want. And so now you have this weird shape right here. Next thing you would do is add subdivision surface. I know a sword is supposed to be sharp, and this looks like it makes it round and all weird. But it's still supposed to be have that subdivision surface on there. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, that's kind of like if you want it to look decent, you know. And so it looks flat right here. See, it looks like a balloon toy or something. So that's where loop cuts come in. So press Control R, and see it's gonna go around the outer edges. What you could do with loop cuts that is really useful is that you can use loop cuts to actually make subdivision surfaces a lot sharper if you pull them towards the edge. So if you like click it in there once, you can move it around. So I'm gonna move it to the top of the sword, just like that, and I think I'll move another one on the bottom of the sword. Not too close to the bottom, just kind of in the bottom. How much versus this thing come up? Let me see. I'm gonna put that at 3, that way so I could have a lot more geometry to work with. So it's a little, you see, it's starting to get a little bit sharper now. It has a sharp metally edge right there. That's not really much of a grip, but yeah. And then so now you can just start decorating the sword a little bit more. Like for me, I'm gonna do something a little bit fancy here, like a weird. I'm not even sure what kind of design this is. I do mostly fancy based weapons, so something around there. You'll see in like maybe Terra or something. Yeah, I think I got an idea for that last part. So you have that part right here, and then of course, like if you want it sharper, you just grab the middle point right there. I guess it's the middle point right there. Just like and just drag them out slightly. Don't do it too hard so it'll look unrealistic, but just a little bit. Or in this case, Control Z. I'm gonna use the down here. I'm gonna use the proportional add tool while on connected objects. So that basically just drags all the other objects with that object. So on the x-axis, z-axis, y-axis. I'm just doing that so that it'll have like a smooth transition off instead of it being like how you saw it was just like one little clip. So if you do like that, it's a little bit sharper. Do a little bit more. And it just depends on how sharp you want. I may not make this sword really sharp. It might just be like a showing kind of sword. Yeah. So yeah, you have like a funny kind of design right there. I would do something else with that sword design, but nah. And then of course, go over to the hilt. The hilt is weird for right now. And I'll make like I'm gonna bend it out like that. Or no, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. So drag it out right here. Then do another one, drag out the side. And you see, of course, on this side it's like sharper too. And then now the hilt has to be grippable. Cause that what you saw just that's not grippable at all. So I am going to put a loop cut right there. Yeah, right there. And then so right here, it's still in the shape of like a blade. Which it's kind of looks cool actually. But I'm not gonna do that though. I'm actually going to assign this part right here to be the grip. So I'm pull it up a little bit. S, and then scale on my y-axis. Oh, turn off your proportional editing tool, just in case you don't need it anymore for right now. Then make it just about this wide, you see. And then I'm press W, and it's on loop tools. This is another thing you'll need to enable inside your add-ons. It's your loop tools. Also enable Mesh F2. You might need that. But then go to loop tools and then make it a circle. So I'll make it turn to a circle. So if you look at it now, it's just a round circle, which looks horrible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze it. I'm gonna press Alt S. Alt S squeezes it in just like that. And then I'm gonna press E to extrude it. When I extrude it, I am going to screw some up entirely. I did in the wrong order. My God. Dang it. Anyway, it was like, oh no, from this step you press E to extrude, then you press E again, and you go inward, just like that. So it's kind of got this it's just got kind of that grip design, and of course it's distortion right here. I have to fix the distortion. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can't tell what it's doing. That's weird. That's weird. Unprofessional tutorial. Alright. God darn it. It's not the normal, it's all I can see. It's like flipping around really weird. Here, I'm gonna do it like this. So I'm delete the dissolve the faces, see if that works. Nope. I'm gonna delete the faces. That doesn't work either. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually use a cheap. No, I said manually do this. It's weird. All right, so I'm kind of smoothing this out that way, so this whole this ring area out. So hopefully it'll kind of bend that area in. That's never actually happened before. So press W and then press S to smooth it out, just like that. I can kind of see a little bit what's going on here. So I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to keep it semi-symmetrical as I'm doing this that way, so it doesn't get too jank. Then I'm gonna drag out a little bit. No, I'm not gonna do that. This is this face. This face right here is like way too big. So shrink it a little bit. Then press. So I shrunk it a little bit by smoothing it. Then I'm press S. Then I'm press Y to push it back out. Oh boy. Yeah. So ideally that was supposed to be a circular grip, but you see what happened here. I'm keeping it. But so smooth that area. Just do like a hard smooth that way, so eventually it'll be back to its original shape. Oh, do it like that. There you go. So it's back smooth again. And but still, your geometry, so you just press Alt S and then squeeze it just slightly. Don't do it too hard, or it'll start clipping like how I did. You would have to do it manually. Push. Wait, I don't have a modifier on like I thought. Press S and X to scroll in a little bit. S to Z to do the other side, and it should even itself out just a little bit. Sometimes you can run into that problem to where it'll start clipping like that. If so, you can just manually like use smoothing things to fix it out. See, like you just saw that right there. It's because it does that because of the mirror modifier. Sometimes freaks out with that, but that's fine for right there. I'm pretty sure somebody's hand could go hold that. But what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna select this whole hilt part right here. No, I just saw some. I'm gonna keep that part. That'll look cool. I'm gonna scale it. Extrude and extrude again, just like that. Then press Alt S to scale it out, and see how this kind of design right here. I'm not sure what kind of design it is, but I like it. Then press E again to make it sharper. It's just another way to make a weapon piece sharp. And see, I have like a little gripish kind of thing right there. Now this boxy, I kind of halfway want to be boxy, so I'm gonna keep it like that. But I'm loop tool in the middle, S and then X, kind of point out a little bit, just like a arrow. I want it to have a certain kind of shape to it. Did I pull it down? Do I need to pull it down? I am going to pull it down a little bit. Yes. You may see this in my game actually. I might have to use this for my game. Granted, it's not gonna look entirely like this. I gotta make modifications to things. I'm kind of doing this on the fly, but still. So let's scroll down. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do the other side. Normally I would do this in mirror, but since I'm having this asymmetrical sword, it's not mirrored. So there's that. So once you have both sides, you can like pull it down a little bit. That's pretty cool. Make sure nothing's clipping. Oop, go away. There you go. It's almost about to clip. So I'm gonna clip these two sides right here, squeeze them in just slightly, pull it up slightly, take out proportional edit. And then one last thing I'm going to do, because it's sort of kind of cool. I like the sleekness of it. I don't want to put a lot of designs on it, but I do like to put this design right here. These I like this. I always make faces on that one side right there, so I always like to do something fancy with that side. So I'm gonna do like the little kind of thing right here. Maybe depends on how it looks though. I always do this by random. No. I mean, you could do that if you want, but I am not. What about this? Extrude, push down, forward a little bit, extrude again, squeeze it in a little bit more, loop tools, turn to a circle, grab these two, pull it in a little bit there, and there. Since it's a circle, I'm gonna extrude, let go of it, extrude again, make a little circle come out of it. There's no design. I'll do this one. Now keep that little weighted part how it's kind of folded in. You've seen some metal pieces do that sort of thing sometimes. But I am going to fix this part. Let's drag it in just a little bit. Yeah. Just like that. Alright. Cool. So there's that. It's got a little bit of a rim right there. Oh, I'll say that later. Okay. Make sure I'm recording because I swear to God, if I'm not recording, that would be a mess. Alright, so there is a fancy based sword. Of course, you know, I could add more stuff to it, but I'm trying to keep this tutorial under 30 minutes. So, you know, if you want to add more to the sword, you know how to do it by now. This is just a template of my workflow. So anyway, I'll make sure I post the final results at the beginning. And yeah, for more content like this, please remember to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Especially subscribe. Like the video. Yeah, it's rating. Like the video. And as always, thanks for watching.